I know I am a tad behind on reviewing The Force Awakens, but hey, I was on holidays. Isn't it interesting that the character which Disney created for the purpose of being the strong female character, Captain Phasma, was completely flopped? But the actress was in all the press conferences, and the character didn't do anything in the movie other than be female.
Rant.
How much?
How many followers? Oh, it's none. 35.
Once more people had gone to the movies, a couple weeks later,
Monet.
and merchandise was just still reeling in all this money and kind of picking up. Sure, people were buying it, but once they knew the characters, they went hunting for Rey. And Rey has taken off because they didn't try and create this strong female character. They just created a character. And then on that, it was able to go off and be important and inspiring and whatever else. And I think it just goes to show your priority should always be just make good characters.
Investments mature. Collect 100 credits.
That's not even remotely on a thing.
As well as finding this old Star Wars Monopoly set, plus an old organ, my brother and I found an old pianola, which we tinkered with and eventually resurrected. And there's just something great about breathing new life into something old. J.J. Abrams, man did he do it well with Force Awakens. Even just recording with physical, literal film. What I did have a problem with, the sound design for BB-8.
I'm gonna rewrite. I think it just needs the build up. The air's gone out of the pipes, I think. That was a bit weird. This has been wise words from Toby the Pianolist. What do you call someone who plays pianola?
Ancient.
Ancient.
I found that BB-8 drew me out of the film experience too much. And the reason for that was I spent the whole time thinking, hey look, it's Wall-E. Oh, that's not Wall-E. There are physical characteristics that they share. They're both kind of short and squat. But if they hadn't sounded so similar, they would have completely got away with it. Now naturally, I assumed the reason they sounded similar was, well, Ben Burtt, who did the original Star Wars and did Wall-E, has come back and done the new Star Wars. The voice of BB-8 was created by comedians Bill Hader and Ben Schwartz, who sat down with director J.J. Abrams, who had an iPad, and they just kind of created the character's voice that way. Which is all fine and dandy, but rather than using Ben Burtt's techniques of sampling sounds, putting them through a synthesizer, playing with them, changing them, they simply went to the end result and kind of went, oh well, this sounds like R2-D2, we'll use that. So rather than replicating his techniques, they simply replicated the outcome, and as a result, I think it was a bit of a gimmick, really, the voice of BB-8. I just feel like they should have left the sound design of BB-8 to the sound designers. Monopoly is a lot more fun with more than 2 players, can I just say. My brother and I have always had to just do it with 2 players, because there's just the 2 of us. And then you do it with 6, and it's amazing! It's not kind of 5 minutes in, you can tell who's gonna win. Anyway, bitter loser right here.
Thank you.